طاعته. السلام عليكم. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. والصلاة والسلام على رسولنا محمد سيد الأولين والآخرين وبعد رسول الله سادات وصحابة رسول الله دستور مولانا شيخ عبد الله فاز حسن شيخ محمد حفان الطريقات مع الصحبة والخير في الجمعية. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الذين آمنوا وعملوا الصالحات أولئك أصحاب الجنة هم فيها خالدون. صدق الله العظيم. İman edip de iyilik yapan cennete sonsuza kadar kalacak diyor Allah Azze ve Celle.
Allah Almighty says in the Holy Quran that those who believe and do good deeds are the companions of paradise, and they will abide in paradise eternally.
Vaadi haktır.
This is the promise of Allah Almighty, and this promise is going to fulfill.
Şimdi ne yapacağız diye sorarlar, nasıl daha ilerledik mi, ilerlemedik mi diye.
There are people who ask about their spiritual progress, and they ask about what to do next, and they wonder about their situation, whether they have progressed spiritually or not.
Soruyorlar. O vazife değil.
It is not your duty to ask about your progress.
Sen iman edeceksin. Vazifelerini yapacaksın.
Your duty is not to be concerned about your spiritual progress, whether you have reached that or this station. Your duty is to believe in Allah Almighty and to fulfill your obligations.
Müslümanın vazifesi nedir?
What is the duty of a Muslim?
Namaz kılmak,
To perform prayers,
oruç tutmak,
to fast,
zekatını verip
to give charity, zakat,
insanlarla iyi geçinmek,
to get along well with people,
Allah'a iyi kul olmak.
and to be a good servant to Allah Almighty.
Vazife budur.
This is the duty.
Yani bunu ne kadar ilerledim, ne kadar geriledim diye yok. Ona
There is no need to question how much you have progressed spiritually or how much you have regressed.
yapıyorsan tamamsın, yani sormaya gerek yok. İlerledim mi?
If you are doing these things, you are fine. So there's no need to ask if you have progressed or whether you have reached spiritual stations or anything like that.
Gerilediysen bırakırsan bunları o vakit gerilemişsin.
Of course, you need to be concerned that when you regressed, meaning when you abandon these obligations, that means that you have gone backward.
Ama yapıyorsan Allah'a şükür yolda gidiyorsun.
But if you are doing your obligations and you're fulfilling your obligations, thank Allah Almighty. Thank Allah Almighty that you are on the right path.
Sebat etmişsin. Bu yolda yorulmadan, usanmadan devam ediyorsun.
You have remained steadfast in following this path, and you are continuing without getting tired or without giving up.
Baba derdi, yorulan, usanan bizden değildir.
Maulana Sheikh Nazim used to say, "He who gets tired, he who gives up, is not one of us."
Çok ne zaman bitecek bu namaz? Namaz, ibadet, Allah muhafaza daim etsin, son nefesimize kadar olsun.
Sometimes people ask, when will our obligations end? When will our prayer end? And may Allah Almighty protect us, and may Allah Almighty make us to be steadfast in fulfilling our obligations. Our worship will continue, and may our worship continue until our last breath.
Çünkü bazen insanlar yani bir iştahına girer, şöyle yapacağım, böyle yapacağım.
Sometimes you see people starting with enthusiasm, saying, "I will do this, I will do that."
Yapacağın kadar yap.
But you should rather do as much as you can sustain.
Onu devam ettireceksin. Hiç yemek içmek gibi o ibadetler, şeyler normal.
Just like eating and drinking, those acts of worship should become part of your normal, regular life.
Nasıl ne yedim ne içtim diye fazla insan sormaz. İbadet de aynı şekilde.
Just as you naturally eat and as you naturally drink, and people don't question whether they should eat or whether they should drink, the same way worship should become part of your life, and it should become part of your daily routine.
Onu hiç dert etmemek lazım.
Those acts of worship should not be something you should question, and they should not be something you should worry about.
İnsanlar tembellik yapıyor.
Nowadays, people are lazy.
Bazen ihmallık yapıyor.
Sometimes they even become neglectful,
O vakit gerilemiş oluyor.
and that is when they regressed. That is when they go backward.
Ama aynı seviyede hiç eksiltmeden devam eden o kazanmış olur.
But he who continues at the same level without decreasing his worship will be the winner,
O cennetin hak etmiş olur.
and he will have earned paradise.
İnşallah hepsi hak eder de daha fazla isteyen sebat edecek.
Hope, inshallah, everyone will earn it. Everyone has a chance to earn paradise. But whoever wants more of those blessings in the hereafter must remain steadfast.
Odur mühim olan.
That is what is important.
Sebat ettin mi senin Allah'a şükür merteben yükseliyor.
If you remain steadfast, then your rank is elevated and your rank will increase.
Sorma nasıl yükseldin mi yükselmedin mi sen kendin bilirsin.
Do not ask about such things. How much have I progressed spiritually? What is my station now? Which stations have I reached? No, you should know yourself, who you are.
Allah sebat versin hepimize.
You should know yourself, and you should know about your shortcomings. And may Allah Almighty grant us all steadfastness,
Tembellikten Allah korusun.
and may Allah Almighty protect us from laziness.
Tembellik şimdi insanların hastalığıdır bu zaman.
Laziness is a disease among people these days.
İnsanların hastalığıdır. Hiçbir şey yapmadan her şeyi almak istiyorlar. Çalışmadan kazanmak istiyorlar.
Laziness is a disease. It is the disease of the people of this era. People want to get everything without doing anything. They want to earn without working.
Yani bu zamanın kötü bir huyudur.
Laziness is a bad trait of this time.
Tembellik, usanmak.
Laziness, getting bored.
Usanmak demek. Yani her şey ne yapayım, daha kendimi, nefsimi eğlendireyim, ne yapayım, böyle canım sıkılmasın diye. İşte bu hastalıktır.
Laziness, getting bored, giving up. Those things are a disease. You hear people asking, what should I do? Let me do something to entertain my ego. And all people are interested in is how to entertain their egos, and they quickly get bored and give up.
Allah muhafaza etsin.
May Allah Almighty protect us.
Bunlardan bu halimize şükredelim.
May Allah Almighty make us to be thankful for our current state.
Daim olsun inşallah.
And may this state of being in a state of worshiping Allah Almighty be permanent, inshallah.
Allah Azze ve Celle'nin yolu, Peygamber Efendimiz sallallahu aleyhi ve sellem'in yolunda gitmemiz daim olsun. Sabit kadem kılalım inşallah.
May our journey on the path of Allah Almighty and the path of our beloved Prophet, peace and blessings be upon him, be permanent. And may Allah Almighty make us steadfast in following his way. And may Allah Almighty make our steps to be firm in following the way of Allah Almighty.
Allah. Allah tevfik. El Fatiha.